In this video, we are talking about the management typology or the types of management or the managers. So here it has divided into 5 headings, and the first heading is first line management or the managers, and the second one is middle management or the managers, and the third one is top management or the managers, and it goes to functional management or the managers, and last general management or the managers. So here it is the types of management, and it is also known as typology of the management. And we will have discussing about the first heading, first line management or the managers, in detail. So here in the management typology, the first heading is first line management or the managers. These first line management or the managers are the lowest level of the management. That means in an organization, these managers or the supervisors are responsible for only the work of non-management employees. That means those who are working in the production. The workers who are not involved in the management activities, these managers are the supervisors or the managers for them, and they do not look after the other managers of the organization. It means they are only concerned about the people who are in the non-management, and they will assign the works to these employees who are not involved in the management activities. Those members are called the workers or the laborers in the management in the organization. And these managers are often called as unit managers or departmental managers. So these first line managers are also called as the unit managers or the departmental managers. Those managers who are responsible for the departments or the units those assigned are. So examples of these first line managers are foreman or production supervisors in a manufacturing company. So these first line managers are also called as foreman or production supervisor. So these production supervisors, those who are working in the manufacturing department, those people who are producing the goods, so for those workers, these managers or these production supervisors are guiding them or directing them. And also the technical supervisor in a research department. So in the research department, here the technical supervisor is known as the first line manager, and the clerical supervisor in an office, so clerical supervisor in a regular office. So this is known as the first line or the first line of management or the managers or the low level of the management. So here I hope we are clear about this, and we will go on to the middle management or the managers. Now we will discuss about the middle management or the managers. So there are more than one level in middle level management. Here in the middle level management, it has various levels. So what are they? We will just see. The managers at this level perform the dual functioning of directing the lower level managers as well as operating the employees at other levels. So these managers are responsible for the directing the lower level managers. So who are the lower level managers? Here the first line managers. So for example, I say they are guiding, or they are assigning, or they are supervising the lower level managers. Like in the production department or the manufacturing department, they are giving the task to the supervisors. So in the technical supervisor and the clerical supervisor, these managers are helpful to them, and they are directing them as well as operating the employees at other levels. So these managers are also responsible for the operating or operation of the other level employees. So primary responsibility of middle managers is to direct the activities which executes the organizational policies. So here, what is the primary responsibility of this middle level managers is to direct the activities. what is the direction of the activities means. So what are all the activities, managemental activities which are going on in the organization? These are the people who are directing to various levels of the organization and also executing the organizational policies. So these are also the managers who are responsible for the execution of the organizational policies, and also to balance the demands of their managers with employees' capacities, and they're also balancing the demands of the managers with employees' capacity. So these are also responsible for the managing the demands of their managers. So who are the managers who are responsible for these? The lower level managers or the other operating level managers. These managers are responsible to to understand their demands and to meet the needs of their demands. And we will move on to the top level management or the managers. So this is the third heading which we are discussing. So that is the top management or the managers. So these managers looks after the overall management of the organization. So top level manager who are responsible for looking after whole management or whole managemental activities, what is going on in the organization. There are only few people called executives working at this level. So these people are called executives working at this level. These people are also known as executives. So we have to know this point, that is executives. Develops policies, guides the interactions of the organization with the environment. So these people are only developing the policies. So what are all the policies is required for an organization? These people are developing them and guides the interactions. So here, so they will discuss about the policies with the other level managers and those who are assigning what are all the activities which they have to do. And also these people are responsible for the good environmental conditions. These managers are often entitled to the positions of chief executive officer or president or vice president. So these top level management executives positions are what are the positions of this top level management are chief executive officer or the president and vice president. So we have done with the 3 levels of the management, and we will move on to the fourth one, that is functional management or the managers. Now we will discuss about the functional management or the managers. These managers are responsible for only specific functional areas. So the functional areas, what are all the functional areas are such as production, marketing or finance. A functional manager is assigned with the tasks related to a specific business areas. That means these managers are not responsible to interact with other level managers. These managers are only responsible to look after the specific business areas such as production or marketing or finance. So the production manager is only responsible to look after the activities going on in the production. As well as the same goes on with the marketing or finance. So here functional managers are classified based on the area of specialized activity. So these functional managers are classified based on their area of specialized activity. So as I have told you, these managers are responsible for only some specific business areas. So we are done with the functional management, so we'll go to general management or the managers. So GMs. The general management looks after a complex unit such as company, a subsidiary or an independent operating division. So these general management or the managers is a complex thing. It's a hard thing. That means these management or the managers looks after a whole company or a whole subsidiary, or who operates the whole independent operating division. and these are the head of the organization, responsible for all the activities of that unit, including finance, production, and the marketing. So these general management or the managers are responsible for all the managers, for all the departmental heads, so such as finance, production, or the marketing. These managers have a varied scope of activities for supervising and performing in a small company. So these managers are having a scope of activities like supervising. This manager also supervises the other managers, and also some of the managers are performing some of the tasks in a small company. So there is only one manager in a small company, but when it goes to the large companies or the huge organizations, they will there will be more than one general manager, and each of them handling the independent divisions. So these are the management typologies. So we will again have a quick glance about the management typology types. So these we have to remember: the first line management, middle management, and the top management, functional management, or the general management. These 5 types are the managemental types, and this is really important. And thank you.